I deleted my Instagram. Here's why. Earlier this week, I posted a blog post about why I deleted my Instagram, and the response that I got from it was overwhelming because I didn't realize that there's so many other people out there that feel the same way that I do about Instagram. So let's rewind back to January of 2017. I attended Gen Beauty LA, and then after that is when I started taking my Instagram more seriously as a business account for beauty content creation, and then also a little bit of fashion and lifestyle in there as well. So at that time is when I started posting like more pictures and videos and like, you know, beauty makeup tutorials. And then brands started noticing me, and then I got brand deals, and that was really exciting. So let's go back to this time last summer. So I started hearing about Instagram engagement pods in one of the Facebook groups that I was in. Now, I had major FOMO because all I would see in that Facebook group was girls posting about these engagement pods and like how there's one more spot left, or they're taking only the next 10 people to drop their handles in this comment, and then blah blah blah. So what I started doing was keeping tabs on that group and who would be posting about open spots and engagement pods. So I joined one that I thought was, you know, a good mix of influencers that had anywhere from around, you know, whatever, 10,000 followers to 100,000 followers, or like under 10,000 to 100,000 followers. So I joined that. Fast forward, one thing leads to another, and I'm in way too many groups to handle. And these groups became just so toxic because they were just filled with drama. I became attached to my phone because you constantly had to go and like and comment on people's pictures. I was following other creators that I genuinely, not to be rude or anything, but like I didn't really care about their content. I didn't connect with it. It didn't inspire me in any way, but because I was in this engagement group, I had to follow them. Anyway, I could make a whole separate video about this, but to just sum everything up, it became a really negative space for me, and I know I had to get out. So around the end of summer, I left all of the engagement groups, and I will never be joining one of those things again. So the year goes on, whatever, and I begin to post on Instagram less, only because I went to Iran, and service there was just terrible for posting to Instagram. Things would take me about 12 hours to post. So my Instagram took a dive down. But when I got back, it was around December, and I started posting more again. But then from December until nowish, the engagement has been just all over the place, and it has been messing with my psyche like crazy. I started obsessing over the likes and the followers and who's watching my story and who's exiting out of my story, and I start thinking, why are people not watching my story? Am I not engaging? Do they not like my content? Blah blah blah. And you just start thinking all of these negative things about yourself, and then you start comparing yourself to others, and you try to be somebody that you're not so that you can get more likes and grow your account and all these things. And it got to this point where I was just so stressed out from being on Instagram that I would literally get anxiety from just opening the app. Like, I wouldn't even have to scroll through and watch people's content or like stories or anything. Just being on the app itself would give me anxiety. And then of course throw in like actually seeing people's content, and that would just make things so much worse for me because I would end up just being in this endless vortex of scrolling for hours and hours on end without even realizing how much time I'm wasting and putting into caring about what other people are doing, and just being so involved and caught up in other people's lives and not taking care of myself and not living my own life. Like, I felt this need to constantly be posting on Instagram stories about what I'm doing for two reasons. First reason is because of the whole Instagram engagement thing. I'm not sure how much truth there is behind this, but basically here's how it goes. So in order for you to post a picture on Instagram and for it to do well, you need to be on Instagram stories about 30 minutes before you actually post your picture. And then of course, posting the picture takes so much time too, because you have to physically take the picture and then go and edit it, come up with a caption. Captions can be really difficult, as you know. And then the hashtags, of course. And so here you are on Instagram stories for like 30 minutes beforehand. Oh, and then also you have to go and like and comment on other people's pictures. So I'm doing this, and then I post, and then for the 30 minutes after that, I still have to be on and engage with other people's pictures, and it just sucked so much time out of my day. And I'm just like, what am I doing? So that's one. And then the second reason is because just from seeing other people's stories, like other bloggers and content creators, because that's mainly who I follow, just like beauty creators, I would see them sharing their lives and just checking in throughout the day, talking about different things, whether it's going to the gym or what they're eating or what makeup they're playing with, things like that. So I was like, oh, I should be doing that too. I'm a beauty creator, like why am I not doing this? So I would do it, and not that I hated doing it, like I genuinely love showing you guys what I'm eating and like my workout routines and stuff like that, but it got to this point for me where I felt like I wasn't keeping up enough and I wasn't posting enough. And every day that like I wasn't active or I just didn't post enough by my own standards, which is ridiculous, I would just feel like, oh, I'm falling behind, like I need to keep up. And also just being a type A personality does not help my case at all, and I'm such a perfectionist, so that just makes things even worse for me. But that's a personal issue that I gotta work on, along with other things that I've realized. So since the majority of the accounts that I follow are beauty related or just fashion, lifestyle, things like that, I would see a lot of pictures on my feed of girls' bodies that were heavily edited. And like you can tell, they have the whole Instagram booty going on, and then they've lifted their boobs, and like their stomach is just so like this, I don't even know, it's just humanly unattainable and unnatural and just not real life whatsoever. And then on top of that, everybody on Instagram, or just majority of people on Instagram, are just portraying this fake lifestyle. They don't even have that Gucci bag that they're posting about. They don't have that lavish car or that lavish house. Everything is a facade. It's all smoke and mirrors. People are just pretending to live their best lives for Instagram. And I hated seeing that because I'm in my 20s and I'm struggling. I sure as heck don't have some sort of income to be affording Gucci belts and stuff like that, and I just don't relate to that content. And seeing things like that in like these perfect feeds and like body goals, house goals, lifestyle goals, whatever, I'm just like, no, those aren't goals. Those are just fake images. They're not even your real life. Like, what are you doing? What are you saying? So I just got so fed up with it that I decided on Sunday, I'm done. I'm leaving Instagram. I can't keep doing this to myself. It is destroying my mental health and my sanity, and also it's just pulling me back from being my true, authentic, creative self. I felt like a part of me was just filtered for Instagram, and I couldn't be fully myself and just express myself artistically. If you know me, if you've seen my videos, you know I'm a highly creative person. That's just where I thrive. And don't get me wrong, I love editing, taking pictures, filming, everything, writing, and I just haven't been doing that to the best of my ability, and I know that inside, and it drives me insane because I just want to be myself and I want to create art without worrying about who's gonna like it and how many people are liking it, who's not liking it, why are people not liking it. I just want to create, I just want to have fun, and I haven't been doing that in such a long time, and that ends now. Or actually it ended like a week ago, but you know what I mean. So I decided on Sunday that I'm gonna delete Instagram on Monday. But before I deleted the app on Monday, I went through and I unfollowed around 300 accounts, and these were all people who no longer inspired me, I no longer talked to, people that I just followed for I don't even know what reason, people that I was forced to follow because of the engagement groups, and then some random girl on Tumblr that I started following on Instagram who became a stripper. True story. So the reason why I did that was because, one, it just lifted this huge weight off my shoulder. It's like just knowing that those people weren't going to be showing up on my feed anymore was just such a relief. And then two, if I ever decide to go back to Instagram, I'll know that once I go on there, I'm going to be seeing a feed of people that I actually want to see. I realized that I just became addicted to Instagram, and the only reason I was really on there was because I thought I needed to be in order to build my brand and just continue to get jobs as a content creator. But that's really not the case. So it's currently Friday, which means it's been 5 days that I've been off of Instagram, and let me tell you, I am so much happier. Even that Monday morning when I hadn't even deleted the app yet, I was just so excited, and I was just back to being my artistic self. I was taking these really cool product shots and videos of these new products that I got sent, and the content that I created with them is just the best thing that I have made to date, in my opinion. And you guys can go and check it out for yourself. I made this lip swatch video and it's so artistic, and the way that I edited it was just like beautiful. Not to toot my own horn, but like I just know like I was being at the highest level of my creativity and my ability, and it just shined through, and you could just see that radiance and the happiness. Like even though my face isn't fully in it, I feel like you can still tell through the content that I was just so passionate about it. And that's something that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Not to say that the content that I've been putting out on YouTube are things that I don't like, because I genuinely do love them, you know? Like I love all of my festival videos, and I love all the skincare and the beauty and all this stuff, but I just wasn't shining through. It was just like there was some sort of filter just holding me back from being me. So what I've learned of being social media free so far is that I have way more free time on my hands, to the point that I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, what do I do with myself? Like that's how much free time I have. So some of the goals that I have moving forward are to start blogging more consistently. That's something that I've wanted to do ever since I started my blog, and I just didn't do it because Instagram got in the way. I put so much of my energy into Instagram that I neglected every other aspect of my life. Something else that I want to get back into is reading books, because that is something I have loved since childhood, and lately I haven't been doing much of it and I really miss it. And something else that I want to do is get into graphic design even more. That's been a passion of mine, a huge passion of mine, since I was in middle school. So I want to put together a graphic design portfolio and start pursuing that more, because I truly love it. And then of course, obviously, as if I haven't stressed this enough 50 million thousand times throughout this video, I just want to be more creative. Like truly, I just want to create. That's it. Now, so far, the only social media app that I've deleted is Instagram, but I've been more conscious of how much time I'm spending on other social media apps, like Twitter or Facebook or Reddit, or what else do I have right now? I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, Snapchat, but I don't really use Snapchat. Who uses Snapchat? Come on. I noticed myself just trying to replace Instagram with those, at least this past week, but I've been getting way better at it. So I noticed that I'm just unconsciously scrolling and just going through my feed, and I'm just like, Shirin, hold up. What are you doing? You're just spinning into the same cycle again. So I realized it now, and then I'm like, okay, swipe out of the app, delete it. Not like actually delete it, but you know, like swipe up to delete it, and just move on and live your life. So that's what I've been doing. It is a little bit difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Adjusting to just being more conscious and more present and aware is definitely a change, but it's gonna take some time, I know that, and I'm working on it. Something that feels really freeing to me, well, I mean, there's a lot of things freeing about not having Instagram, but not having to share every single moment of my life, and not having to take a picture of my food before I eat it, or not having to take a picture of a product before I try it, is just so incredibly freeing. Like, I feel like I can just live my life. I don't have to share everything, and that's so nice. Like today, or yesterday, I started using this moisturizer that was sent to me by Patchology, but I've been holding off on using it for all this time because I'm like, oh, like I gotta take product pictures of it first, and like a flat lay, and then post it to Instagram and Instagram stories, and then my blog, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why? Just use it. So I started using it. I absolutely love it. It's perfect for summer because it's so lightweight, and I'm just like, I should have started using this like a very long time ago when I first got it. And no, this is not sponsored. I'm just saying I really love this moisturizer. Or like today even, I went on a walk and I was listening to the podcast, and I just started noticing all of my surroundings. Because typically what I would do on those walks is take pictures of it and then post it to Instagram while I'm on my walk. And it just kind of took me out of it. Like, it would take me so long to take the picture and actually post it to Instagram stories, mainly because my phone lags, but also just in general, it just takes a while, that I would be like halfway through my walk and then I'm like, what did I just do? Where did my walk go? Like, it just goes by in an instant. I just feel that snapping. Can I not snap? Anyway, so I noticed all the little lizards that are on the street, and oh my goodness, you guys, they're so cute. They're like these little little baby lizards, and they're all just here and like growing in time for summer. They're so adorable, and I just got so happy actually paying attention to them, and all of the flowers that are growing, and like all the trees and the wind, and just taking everything in. It just felt so nice. I hadn't done that in such a long time. And when you're just glued to your phone and glued to social media, it takes you out of real life in a way. You're just living this bubble and this fake world, and you're just connecting with people on a surface level. Yeah, it's possible to make deep connections and friendships and whatnot on social media, but for the most part, especially on Instagram, a lot of these friendships that we think we have are truly not friendships at all. Ask yourself, if something was to actually happen to you and you had a genuine life circumstance where you needed to talk to somebody, how many of your Instagram friends would be there for you? Because I really don't think that many would. A lot of these people that are commenting on your pictures and you think that you're like genuine friends with them, they don't care. They're just posting because the same reasons that you are. They just want engagement and they just want people to like and comment on their own things. Nobody really cares at the end of the day. So it's really important to just take yourself back to reality and ground yourself and surround yourself with actual people in real life. Because the more that you just get absorbed into social media, the more you lose yourself. And I'm here to let you know that if you're going through something similar to me, you're not alone. And I'm here for you. If you want to talk, drop a comment and let's talk. Because we need to just talk about mental health and anxiety and depression and all these things that social media causes a lot more. Because I know I'm not the only one. After posting that blog post, like, trust me, my mind is just blown how many other people feel the same way. And I just want to do something to help. Ultimately, this is just all about living our best lives, right? That's what I'm here for. Like, I just want to help you feel better about your life. Like, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. When I was on Instagram, I started getting so nitpicky with all of my facial features, mainly because I'm following like a lot of beauty accounts and so many of them have work done. It got to the point where I'm just like looking at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, why are my eyebrows crooked? Why do I have necklines, like neck wrinkles? My under eyes, like, why are they just so hollow? I need fillers. Like, my nose, why is it crooked? Why does it have a bump? I need fillers. And I'm just like, Shirin, who are you? You were never like this before. Like, yeah, I've always been a little bit insecure about my nose, but like, I've always loved my eyebrows growing up and like my other features. Why all of a sudden am I doubting who I am and trying to change myself for Instagram? Like, who cares? We all got insecurities, okay? We're human. It's okay. And you know what? Yeah, my nose may have a little bit of a bump on it, but I love it. It's what makes me, me. That's just who I am, and I'm not gonna change it for Instagram or for YouTube or for anyone or anything, because I am me and I love me. Not to say that I'm against fillers or plastic surgery or anything like that. I'm just saying Instagram really makes you doubt yourself and become way more insecure, if you allow it to, which after you're on Instagram for so long, you just kind of do it. It happens, unfortunately. Now, if you've resonated with anything that I've said throughout this video, make sure to leave a big thumbs up down below. That way we can let other people know that they're not alone, you know? There's a whole community of us that feel this way about Instagram and that are trying to just better ourselves. And also, make sure to drop a comment down below and share your stories with Instagram, and if it's made you feel this way and if you think it's toxic. I know, I surely think so. Now, before I sign off, I just want to challenge all of you to delete your Instagram or any social media app for that matter that is making you feel less than worthy. Trust me, once you do it, you're gonna feel so much better. It's just gonna be amazing. Your life will literally shift and become so much better. So that's it, you guys. That is why I deleted my Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!